Okay, I was born in this world to be free.
Oh God, bro.
I have a question for you. Can I give you a kiss? Sir, listen to me. I'm a homosexual.
They're telling me to turn it off.
Let's get out of here. Chad, I told you, Vitaly's back. Real king. I'm gonna f***ing rob you.
Sira ulo ko. Hindi naman Pilipino, pwede ko mamurahin.
Trying to seize the service firearm, taking videos of it without consent, backing other security guards.
Vitaly, one of the biggest pranksters in YouTube history, is now rotting in a jail cell in the Philippines. At his peak, this guy was pulling in tens of millions of views every single month, making headlines around the world, even releasing his own feature film in theaters. He had everything, and he threw it away. When the fame started fading, instead of growing up or finding a new way to entertain people, he went down the lowest road possible, harassing strangers, stealing from businesses, and calling it content. It wasn't funny. It wasn't clever. It was pure desperation. And now, he's stuck in one of the harshest detention centers in the world, surrounded by criminals, with no idea when or if he's getting out. Before everything collapsed, Vitaly was a giant on YouTube. We're talking over 1.5 billion total views, tens of millions of dollars made, and even Justin Bieber calling him his favorite YouTuber. His first big hit came in 2012 with the Miami zombie attack prank. He dressed as a zombie and ran around a predominantly black neighborhood, scaring people in the middle of a city that was still reeling from a real-life cannibal attack just months earlier. It went viral overnight, making him a household name online and setting the tone for everything that came after. Shock value over everything, no matter who got hurt. From there, he built a brand on chaos. The Russian hitman prank, where he staged a bomb threat. The Disturbing the Peace series that was literally just him provoking strangers. Publicity stunts at the World Cup final, the NBA finals, the World Series. Even getting his girlfriend and his mother to streak at major events to promote his own adult content site. He illegally climbed the Great Pyramid of Giza. He thrived on controversy because every headline meant more views. By 2019, he had 10 million subscribers and was one of the most recognizable faces on the internet. But even then, the cracks were starting to show. YouTube's crackdown on edgy content was killing his ad revenue, so he started looking for new ways to make money. That's when he leaned into streaming. First with over-the-top catching predators videos, which weren't really about justice so much as humiliating people for content. He'd bring in celebrities like Akon, YG, or Ryan Garcia, stage these theatrical confrontations, and rack up massive viewership on platforms like Rumble and Kick, sites that didn't care about his antics as long as the numbers were there. The problem was, the line between entertainment and actual crime was getting thinner every year, and Vitaly kept crossing it, which is exactly what set up the crash that was about to come. The thing about Vitaly is that he's never been in it for the right reasons. His whole career has been about one thing: shock people, humiliate people, and turn it into cash. And for years he got away with it. Arrest after arrest, nothing really stuck. A bomb hoax in Florida, outside storming the FIFA World Cup final in front of billions of viewers, outside climbing the Hollywood sign, streaking the NBA finals, storming the field at the World Series, climbing the Great Pyramid in Egypt. Each time, he'd treat the mugshot like it was a badge of honor. Then came 2020 in Miami Beach, and that's when the mask came off. No prank, no social experiment, just pure violence. High on a heavy dose of mushrooms, Vitaly allegedly jump out from behind bushes and attacked a random female jogger, tackled her to the ground, straddled her, and started punching her face and chest until neighbors had to step in. The injuries were brutal. A deep gash over her eye, stitches, swelling so bad she could barely open it. TMZ plastered her injury photos next to his mugshot. Shirtless, sunburned, platinum blonde hair, pupils blown wide, and smiling like it was all a joke. That smile told you everything. Zero remorse. He was hit with felony aggravated battery, ordered to pay $155,000 in damages, and lost every major sponsor overnight. You'd think that would be the end, but not Vitaly. 2 years later, he's back on camera crying about how he'd changed, promising to make positive content. That lasted about one video before he was right back to provoking people in public. And that's when he dove head first into his most disturbing content yet: predator hunting streams. Now, there are legit people in that space. Alex Rosen, Tommy Fellows, who actually work with law enforcement to get predators off the street. Vitaly wasn't one of them. His hunts weren't about justice. They were about humiliation and spectacle. He'd threatened to deport people, feed them to a fake alligator, or stage over-the-top scenes with celebrities like Akon, Ryan Garcia, YG, and The Game. One sting had Akon singing Locked Up while the Predator stood there confused. Akon later admitted the guy didn't seem all there. Another stream with Lil Pump ended with them beating a man who didn't even speak English, then joking afterward, "So we beat the shit out of this guy for nothing." The production value was high, sure. He'd rent entire theaters, pack them with extras, and ambush the target with spotlights and fake gasoline suicide threats. But none of it ended with police arrests. The private security wasn't there to protect Vitaly from predators, according to his own crew. They were there to protect the predator from Vitaly. That's how unhinged he was. Behind the scenes, it was chaos. His team was under constant pressure to catch predators on demand, 3 in a day if possible. Kick paid up to $100,000 an episode at first, but by the 3rd season, they wanted it for free. He tried spin-offs like Catching Cheaters and Homewreckers, but when views tanked, he ran back to the predator gimmick, firing decoys for looking too old, pushing his crew until people quit. The whole thing reeked of desperation. And then came 2025, the trip that finally ended his streak of getting away with everything. He went to the Philippines with his mom, streaming himself in Manila's rougher neighborhoods, starting with some fake charity work. But within days, he was right back to what he does best, harassing anyone in sight. Security guards, women, random people on the street. He stole a guard's hat, tried to grab another's gun, threatened a woman with robbery, asked crude sexual questions to strangers, stole an electric fan from a restaurant, even jumped on a moving jeepney. And just to top it off, he took a security guard's motorcycle for a joyride on stream. On April 3rd, 2025, Philippine authorities had enough. He was declared an undesirable alien and arrested in Pasay City. And here's the part Vitaly clearly didn't expect. No deportation. The Philippine government made it clear he'd face trial under their laws first. Interior Secretary Jonvik Remula flat out said they'd make an example out of him. Russia and the US both refused to take him back. He was moved to the BJMP detention facility in Muntinlupa, one of the most overcrowded unsanitary jails in the country. We're talking rats, heat, barely edible food. 70 pesos a day for 3 meals, about $1.20 total. No phone, no streaming, no special treatment. And here's the kicker. In the Philippines, cases like his can drag on for 2 to 3 years before trial. If convicted, he's looking at up to 24 years behind bars. Just the motorcycle theft alone can carry 20. He tried to get out on bail in June, promising he'd stay in Manila and follow all the rules. But immigration shot it down. The commissioner even said this wasn't just about procedure. It was about protecting the country's laws from being undermined by publicity tactics. In other words, no amount of clout is getting him out. Now he's stuck. His weight has dropped drastically. Some say it's from losing access to steroids. Others say it's just the meager prison diet. He's tried the I Found God routine, daily devotions, begging for forgiveness from the Filipino people. But the public isn't buying it. They've seen him fake remorse before. They know exactly who he is. And honestly, after a career built on humiliating others, breaking laws, and thinking he was untouchable, this is the first time he's actually facing the consequences. He's not the victim here. He's exactly where he deserves to be. Right now, Vitaly looks nothing like the cocky prankster who used to streak at sporting events and laugh off every arrest. Since being locked up in the Philippines, he's dropped 30 to 40 pounds. The once jacked, camera-ready body is gone, replaced by a gaunt frame and hollow eyes. Some say it's steroid withdrawal. Others say it's malnutrition from the meager $1.20 a day prison food. Either way, the guy looks broken. And this isn't some cushy holding cell. He's in a maximum security BJMP facility, handcuffed under strict protocols, treated like a flight risk. He's already been transferred once, and he's not getting out anytime soon. No trial date, no guarantee he'll even see one within the next 2 or 3 years. Russia won't take him back. The US won't take him back. He's stuck in legal limbo, facing up to 24 years if the worst charges stick. Mentally, he's cracking too. There've been reports of public crying, pleading for forgiveness, and now the full religious turn. Daily Bible readings, public apologies, even holding up a book called Following Jesus at a press conference. But the public isn't buying it. They've seen this act before, and while his mother is begging people to see the other side of him, she's also been scammed while trying to send him money for his defense. At the end of the day, most people see this for what it is. A cautionary tale. You can only treat the world like your personal playground for so long before it pushes back. He spent years humiliating others for content, and now he's facing humiliation and isolation on a scale he never imagined. From YouTube fame to rotting in a foreign jail, that's the real Vitaly story. So what do you think? Is this a guy who deserves a second chance? Or is this pure karma finally catching up to him? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you found this breakdown interesting, and subscribe for more deep dives into the rise and fall of internet personalities.